Hey ladies, this is Mocha Mommy here bringing you another video. And in this video, I just want to thank you ladies for the overwhelmingly positive response that you ladies have had to not just only my Derek Jeter video, but all of my sports content overall. I know that this has helped a lot of you meet people, socialize better, become more confident, and maybe even start to participate more in sports and athletic activities yourselves. But I have to be honest that it seems as if the negative feedback or the seemingly negative feedback really is still very much bothering me when it comes to the sport content that I create. So there was a comment under my Derek Jeter video that I deleted immediately. But basically the comment was around like, what does this video have to do with Black women? I don't see what this video has to do with Black women. And I perceived it as negative, but really what it is perhaps a teaching opportunity to maybe people who are newer to the channel, or maybe to women who don't really understand the power of having a really, really good conversational set that can help introduce you to other echelons of men, people, and social groups. So I've said on multiple times in multiple videos that 1 in every 6 Major League Baseball fans is a 6-figure earner. I've said that on multiple times. This is the second wealthiest sports spectatorship of any other thing in America. The first would be hockey. The second is baseball. Right now, baseball is in season. Hockey is over. So right now, this is where the ball is at, okay? It's baseball. And Derek Jeter's special got great reviews and viewership from ESPN. So a lot of men watched this special. It was a great icebreaker. It's a good conversation piece. And in fact, I remember talking about it in the physician's break room, right? With the provider's break room that we have here at work. And about 2 or 3 of the doctors engaged in that conversation. They talked about how they were not Yankees fans. They talked about several of the World Series that they did watch where the Yankees were a dynasty. They talked about their memorabilia. I talked about my memorabilia. One of the physicians had brought up his social media page where he then started scrolling through a lot of the memorabilia that he collects, the baseball memorabilia he collects. I brought up my social media that shows a lot of the memorabilia that my husband and I collect, and we ended up exchanging socials. So as this physician moves on to go into private practice, as he moves on to larger hospital systems, as he moves on to do other things with his career, now I have a contact with him. Now I have his contacts. I have his socials. So again, this is just one of the ways that sports can give you a lot of social currency. I've even gotten testimonials from Black women who said that by casually bringing up sports around the office place and around the break rooms, that they found out that their companies were corporate sponsors to local sporting events. They found out that their companies had either box seating or priority seating to a lot of professional games where they can really enjoy it and have a luxury viewing experience. So now I do plan on doing a Major League Baseball playoff breakdown so that you ladies can be able to figure out which teams are where and who's going to be out doing what. But right now, it looks as if the American League Division Series may be between the Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. What does that mean? That means the powerful bankers, Wall Street brokers, and financial district guys are going to be out celebrating, as well as the big ranchers and oil money. Those two crowds will collide. And where will you be? Will you be on the outside looking in? Will you be listening to some replay or response video of some dusty panel? Or will you be where the ball is at? That's what this is, ladies. This is information, and a lot of you ladies are not privy to it. And that's why I do these things. That's what it has to do with you. Also, when we're talking about how Black women need to quote unquote choose better, let's really talk about this whole thing with the Hinge dating and the Popeyes chicken and blah, 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 blah. Well, here's what confuses me. The majority of Hinge users are men, okay? Black women, this puts you in a favorable position. You're not the least preferred. The least preferred on any dating app is going to be a man. Dating apps are overwhelmingly dominated by men. So let's just say that you get on a dating app, and sometimes you may be so inundated with matches or responses or messages that you might not know how to vet or sort through them, right? One of the things I always suggest when vetting, look for the out-of-state sports jerseys. Okay, now I understand that a lot of African American men wear that as like streetwear, their casual wear. But if it comes from a guy from a different culture, always ask about it. Always ask and message. Like, oh, I see you have on an Atlanta Falcons cap. Are you from Georgia? Oh, I see that you're wearing a New York Rangers hockey jersey. Are you from New York? A lot of times you're going to find the men who did relocate to that region for a job. And that is a good vetting tool. So, ladies, I'm giving you this information because it's something that a lot of you don't have. It's the way a lot of you ladies aren't moving. You're talking about leveling up, but no one's really giving you the boots on the ground information in order to do so. That's one incredible vetting tool. I remember when my girlfriend, Kenya, was looking online. She was on Match, and I had told her to stop for a second and check out the guy in the Green Bay Packers jersey. There were pictures of him at Lambeau Field, and I knew that those are some of the most expensive and exclusive tickets in all of professional sports to get a hold of. In fact, to get season tickets to Lambeau Field, someone has to put you on the list, like a grandfather has to put you on the list in order to be able to purchase season tickets. That's how exclusive they are. But yet and still, this is something that she didn't know. And then as a result of her always looking for the guys with the out-of-state jerseys, the out-of-state caps, she did end up meeting a higher caliber of men. Do you ladies remember the story that went viral a few months ago about the Black women showing up to the singles mixer and no men had showed up? And it turns out the men showed up much later in the evening because it was the day of the NBA Finals. Well, ladies, let me tell you something. Knowing sports, you would have saved yourself that embarrassment. Because I know that Dallas is a city full of transplants. More people migrate to Texas than to any other state. So what I would have done is I would have triangulated and found the sports bar that catered to Boston Celtics fans, that catered to the fans from Northern California, because trust me, every bar has them. A state that's full of transplant has them. And I would have been in a place where the ratio favored me and not at a singles event waiting to be picked. I also know that some of the fake femininity gurus and a lot of these fake manosphere dudes had been talking about how Black women are so unfeminine, especially those of us who play sports or who are overly athletic or somewhat athletic. But I am going to let you know that if you do a lot of these charity races and run clubs, they are constantly filled with a lot of really great, successful men. A lot of these charity races have huge participation from big donors as well as corporate sponsors. And a lot of those young executives are a part of those races. Listen, ladies, the same way that I can navigate sports and show you how to level up and knowing how to get into that exclusive crowd is the same way that some women can help you level up and get into the exclusive crowd of business. The same way that you can level up and get into the exclusive crowd of the art world or the charity circuit. There's a lot of women with a lot of great information that's practical, that's hands-on, and that's ready for you to go. But even when it comes to politics, it's like a lot of you live in congressional districts that are hotly contested or in very influential mayoral races. This might be an opportunity for you to volunteer and put yourself out there to meet people of influence. Major League Baseball is making a very active effort to recruit more female viewers. But yet and still, when we go to the sports that have poorer viewership and a poorer demographic that they serve, it always seems as if they're trying to troll you with Black women, doesn't it? Remember when Steven Jackson tried to troll you guys about why all of these Black athletes are with white women? All you ladies did was just feed the outrage algorithm, raised him up in the algorithm so that he would be able to coach for the 3-on-3 league because now he has a bigger social media presence. Same thing done by Robert Griffin III, RG3. And not to mention, Antonio Brown weaponized his white baby mamas against Keisha Cole, and Black women took that as an insult to defend her. And this was a man who owes the NFL millions because he's broken multiple contracts because of his poor behavior. What he does is he trolls you, Black women. And now we see Cam Newton not picked up by a single team for the 2022-2023 season, not even as a backup quarterback. Is using his girlfriend to just get over here in Black women-centered YouTube and troll you again. Again, just trolling you. Yes, Cam Newton owns several businesses, but he's into things like cigar bars and cocktail lounges and piano lounges, which basically are not going to be recession-proof. So what is he set to do? Troll you. So it seems as if these sports that have poorer demographics are trying to troll you, and they always use the unemployed Black men to do it, don't they? But there's plenty of evidence out there that other sports are looking to pursue you and pursue your viewership. They're looking to pursue you and pursue your participation, but you don't pay attention. So when I recommend and review the Derek Jeter docuseries for you, and it has nothing to do with you, ladies, that's exactly why you should watch it. This is Mocha Mommy, and I'll see you in the next video.